It's priced right, low maintenance, and close to medical care. Learn more at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Brenda Elder here, the Executive Director of the Shelby County Economic Development Corporation. From growing your business to attracting new investment, we're here to help. Find out more by clicking our icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Your information station, WTIM.
Good morning. You're listening to WTIM, your information station, and our WTIM Pana morning show with Pana civic, business, and nonprofit leaders coming to you from our Taylorville studios. The WTIM Pana morning show is brought to you by our title sponsor and People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, along with Pizza Man, Noren's Hardware, Your Pana Save-A-Lot, and Locked and Loaded Limited. I'm your host, Grayson Bauman, and our guest in this segment is Trevor Loafman. Trevor is a member of New Comus. And Trevor, good morning to you. How are you, sir?
Good morning, Devin. How are you?
I am doing well, and thank you for asking. And Trevor, well, this is new to me, New Comus, and well, let's learn a little bit about it. Trevor, if you could, give me a little background on yourself, as well as New Comus, what we're hoping to accomplish, and kind of the role in the community that we're looking to have.
So New Comus was formed out of combining a couple different organizations. We combined the Chamber of Commerce, the Nokomis Events Planning Group, and the Downtown Nokomis Association. We're all striving for the same idea to help the town out and progress, and we came together and decided to form our own 501c3 and went through a mapping procedure with Western Illinois University to map the future of what we think Nokomis should look like and bring some liveliness and some hopefully some new business and liven up the town.
So we're hoping to revitalize, rebeautify Nokomis. And when did this venture start, and how long have we been kind of operating for?
It's actually a short time. We kind of combined forces roughly a year ago. Went through the mapping through 5 3-hour meetings, late fall, early winter. We had a big town hall meeting to kind of show what the groups, there's several groups involved. And out of the groups coming, we formed a new group with the farmers market. And among other groups, we have youth and senior, housing and real estate, events, social activities, business development, dining and retail, among a few others.
For you guys, and you know, in terms of where the idea came from or where this kind of came about, was it all about just kind of combining some of those forces and also being able to do more for Nokomis? Or was it something where it was like, hey, you know, there's an opportunity about, how did it kind of get its start, other than just maybe combining forces and knowing that we could maybe streamline communication?
Well, we were all pretty much doing the same thing. And we just kind of combined forces instead of battling each other. For one, we're seeing a little bit of economic downturn, and we'd like to change that. We don't have a grocery store in town. That's kind of where the farmers market thing has come through. And, you know, we hate to see the city go down like it is. And we've done a lot in a short period of time. We've got some new lights up through town. We've painted some posts. Just different things are going on. There's been a lot happening. We got a daycare coming into town through our venture here, and a lot of things are happening real fast.
Well, good. And like you mentioned, instead of kind of battling out for resources and other things, let's get together. And if we all have one goal in mind, then let's do so. Have you found any trouble in terms of, all right, well, this organization was already doing its own thing, and maybe they want to kind of add to it? Or is everybody kind of saying, hey, look, we got 365 days in the year. We can fit all these things in our calendar and make everything work. Have there been any challenges that have kind of come about since the start of Nokomis and kind of managing everything that we're hoping to do?
There is a lot going on. However, our New Comus thing, especially with our events group that kind of took on the farmers market per se, we're always open to helping out with any of the other organizations that are trying to pull an event off. We definitely want to help them with marketing and just move on and help everybody in town. Like I said, we all like to work together, and it's not been a whole lot of roadblocks in it lately. It's been pretty nice.
That's great. Sounds like smooth sailing then for a new venture, New Comus. I'm joined by Trevor Loafman, a member of New Comus, here on the WTIM Pana Morning Show. Trevor, you mentioned Nokomis farmer markets just a moment ago. Let's get into that. I did not realize that Nokomis was without a grocery store. So tell me a little bit about the Nokomis farmers market and what we're kind of working towards right now and bolstering those numbers.
So the Nokomis Farmers Market has typically been at the grain elevator, which M&M Service now has, and they've been such gracious hosts for so long. We thought we'd maybe try to change it up a little bit and move it up to the park with a nice park setting. We got plenty of room around the square of the park there in town, just off Spruce Street, South Spruce, south of Route 16, about a block. Beautiful park area. I think it'd be a great place to have, your farmer market vendors pull up and be able to sell their products and hopefully help out the town and the people in the town to get some nice fresh vegetables. We're looking at also having some artisan vendors in. So if there's anybody out there that wants to, join up, we have an email that they can, reach out to. It's, let me see here, NokomisEvents.com, I believe is what it is. So anybody that wants to sign up can definitely reach out and sign up.
And adding some live
NokomisEvents@gmail.com. I'm sorry.
Good. No worries. NokomisEvents@gmail.com. And thank you for shouting that out there. And so we're hoping to bring some music in and some other live acts as well for the farmers market. How often are we going to have these? What are some of those dates moving forward?
We've got a few local and somewhat local acts. I know May 14th, we've got Carrie Lee. June 4th, we have Molly Seaton. July 2nd, we have the Trailblazers. We have a few other dates with Molly Seaton, and I do believe we're still trying to book out some other dates for events for musical acts.
So with the musical acts, getting those booked out, but it sounds like for the farmers market itself, we've got a good idea of how many days. Are we doing it something like twice a month? Are we doing it every single weekend? What's that going to kind of look like in terms of the calendar?
We're looking at every Wednesday evening and Saturday morning, May 14th to October 15th.
May 14th through October 15th, every Wednesday evening, and then every Saturday morning.
Yes, we're
Okay.
4:30 to 7:30 on Wednesday evenings, and on Saturday mornings, we're 8 a.m. to noon.
8 a.m. to noon. Okay, I like it. So we're
8
having
a.m. to 2, I'm sorry.
8 a.m. to 2, even better. So we've got a pretty good window then in terms of getting out and about then. 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. That's a good amount of time there. So Nokomis Farmers Market's running Wednesday and Saturday. Wednesday evening, 4:30 to 7:30. Saturday morning, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're starting this weekend, or this Wednesday, then it sounds like.
Yeah, we're starting tomorrow night. I can't wait to get up there and just see what ends up turning out. You go through all the planning, you got all the people involved that are doing the work behind the scenes, and so seeing everything come together is just something I always look forward to.
And I apologize for this question, but just for myself and maybe some listeners out there, was the Nokomis Farmers Market already something that we were actively doing on Wednesday and Saturday, or with these with Nokomis and the forming of it? Is this brand new to the community? Is this something we've been doing for a few years and putting a twist on it? Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, typically it's been Saturday mornings and some Sundays at the elevator parking lot right on Route 16. We just decided maybe we'll try to jazz it up and get a little more interest and a few more vendors involved and maybe try a different location. But like I said, the parking lot at M&M Service, them people have been great to us, and we don't want to forget them for all their years in the past letting us be up there. And we're just looking at something different and maybe get a bigger draw and throw the music in with it and see if we can get some people out and about.
Very cool. Well, Trevor, we're existing, but we've revamped with Nokomis, and it's forming. And we've been talking a little bit about farmers market, ongoing dates for it as well. And then some music and some live music acts as well that are going to be involved. And if you too would like to be involved, Nokomis, what was that email one more time, Trevor?
NokomisEvents@gmail.com.
NokomisEvents@gmail.com. So reach out to them if you too have an interest in doing so. Well, Trevor, let's take our first break. We'll come back around and we'll talk more in different events that Nokomis has going on and maybe wrap things up with the Nokomis Farmers Market. You're listening to WTIM and our Pana Morning Show. We're listening and we're speaking with Trevor Loafman, member of Nokomis, on WTIM, your information station.
Your information station, WTIM.
dinner time just got easier with Pizza Pana. Enjoy great food that includes amazing pizza, tasty pasta, salad bar, and chili. On Monday nights, enjoy the spaghetti special with garlic bread and a side salad for $8. On Tuesday nights, come in for the lasagna special with garlic bread and a side salad for $9. On Wednesday nights, grab yourself an individual pizza and side salad for $9. Pizza Pana is proud to be serving Pana and the surrounding areas with great Italian food since 1985.
This is Jeff Bremmett with People's Bank and Trust, where customers have one consumer banker who knows them and provides the right financial services to achieve their financial goals. Your consumer banker is your single source for life's financial needs, from checking to consumer loans, from retirement accounts to mortgage loans, and everything in between. Call me at 888-PBT-1954. Bank with People's Bank and Trust so you can spend your time living your life, not explaining it. At People's Bank and Trust, we put people first. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Sparklight, your internet, TV, and phone provider in Taylorville, Pana, and Shelbyville, knows you're working hard to stretch every dollar. That's why all their internet plans have unlimited data with rates as low as $34.95 a month and speeds up to 1 gig available on their fiber-powered network. Enjoy whole home Wi-Fi with no contracts and advanced security features. Stop by the Sparklight office on West Route 104 in Taylorville and sign up today for internet with unlimited data starting at just $34.95 a month, or simply search for Sparklight Taylorville, Illinois for the latest specials.
Hi everyone, Nicole Patrick here, your new local country financial representative at 917 West Bresser in Taylorville. I'm proud to recognize the Tornado student athletes that represent our community by being the exclusive sponsor of the WTIM Nicole Patrick Country Financial Player of the Game. During Tornado sports broadcasts this school year, WTIM announcers will select a player at the end of each game who will receive a certificate for being named our Player of the Game. Good luck to all the teams this season, and go Tornadoes!
Radio gets results.
Miller Media Group Advertising works for Taylorville Estates. Here's Administrator Tony Clark.
In the past year, we have doubled our census. So that's been impacted mainly by the radio advertising. That is where we do the majority of our advertising. And our census definitely shows that it works. They lead us in the right direction for the season changing, and they anticipate our upcoming needs before we even have to tell them what they are. We've had consistent growth over the past 12 months. Like I said, we've doubled in our census, and that's been the first time in 43 months since prior to COVID that we've gotten to where now we have a waiting list for people to come. So advertising on the radio really does have an impact.
Gets results. WTIM.
And we're back with more of the WTIM Pana Morning Show here on your information station. We're brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, along with Pizza Man, Noren's Hardware, your Pana Save-A-Lot, and Locked and Loaded Limited. I'm your host, Grayson Bauman, and our guest in this segment is Trevor Loafman. Trevor is a member of New Comus. We've been talking a little bit about the farmers market in the background overall with the Nokomis Farmers Market and New Comus itself. They've got another event to talk about here. Trevor, I almost don't want to spoil this event name for you, so what can you tell me about an upcoming event?
June 7th on Saturday, we have an event that we started last year. It's called Breakfast with Beer Bellies. It started off, we needed a catchy name, and that sounded good because some of us do have a little bit of a belly. And so we're going to cook pancake and breakfast. We use whiskey sausage. It was based out of the Nokomis area years ago. We have a vendor fair there. Several vendors come in selling their wares. We'll have a farmer's market that day as well. Our firefighters are doing a charcoal chicken cook that day. And to add to the Beer Bellies, Sunny and Red Tavern will be open right down the road starting tonight. That event is fun. And another thanks, I'm going to shout out to Try Our Disposal. They volunteer to bring up the trash cans and take care of the trash we have up there. So. Well, like I said, it's something we started last year, and it was a good turnout, and it's something we look forward to doing.
I would say, and the name is fantastic. And then June 7th, you said 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. It sounds like we'll have pancakes and sausage, and we'll have vendors and everything the likes there. How was last year's breakfast with beer bellies. It sounded like it was good enough to continue it on this year.
Going into it, not knowing what to expect, it turned out well. We sold out of sausage. We had tons of people uptown. Everybody looked like they're having a great time. It was really neat to see everybody uptown like that and checking out the vendors. And we've gone a little bit bigger this year.
Well, so June 7th, come on out to the Breakfast with Beer Bellies. That will be from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Trevor, we have got ourselves just about a minute to go here. Any other contact information that you'd like to throw out there, or any final thoughts as we wrap things up?
Pretty much newcomusevents@gmail.com is our main contact point. We have a Facebook page called Newcomus. We share all the happenings about town, all the business, what they're doing, if they got restaurant specials or sales for some of the stores. It's just kind of a good place to reach out to see what's going on and who's doing what in the area.
Sure thing. Trevor Loafman, a member of Newcomus, talking about their Newcomus farmers markets, their ongoing dates for those. They'll be starting tomorrow, Wednesday, May 14th. That'll run from 4:30 to 7:30 p.m. for the Newcomus Farmers Market. And then that Breakfast with Beer Bellies, that'll be on June 7th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Well, Trevor, thank you so much for the short notice and being able to come on this morning and tell us all about Newcomus. I really do appreciate it.
Yes, thank you very much for having us on.
You got it. Trevor Loafman, member of Newcomus on WTIM, your information station, and our Pana Morning Show. We'll be back around with more.
The Big 870 WTIM Assumption Taylorville. 96.1 FM Taylorville. 107.5 FM Shelbyville. 107.9 FM Pana Nokomis.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Greg Clugston in Washington. Inflation cooled in April even after some of President Trump's tariffs took effect.